High school football sports fans, welcome to Thursday night football here at Broncos Stadium. I'm Jason Wagers with my partner Daniel Carlin. The Vista Murrieta Broncos coached by Mr. Eric Peterson. Welcome the visiting Heritage Patriots coached by Andrew Smith. This is the fourth game for the Broncos, who come in tonight's matchup with a 3-0 record. They're undefeated. But on the other side of the field, the Patriots come in with a 0-4 record. Can the Broncos not look ahead to their next opponent? Or can the young team of the Patriots notch their first win of the season tonight here at Broncos Stadium? Nonetheless, there should be some fireworks tonight on a rare Thursday night football game. And Daniel, it's a special night here at Broncos Stadium, correct?
Yeah, it is the annual USA game here. So we've got a BBC section that's decked out in red, white, and blue. We've got all our JRO FTC guys that are here decked out in uniform, and they're excited. And definitely a night that a lot of people out here look forward to. A little unique, it's on a Thursday, but should be a good one nonetheless.
And we had the kickoff for the Broncos, and the Patriots are going to take over. We're going to see them first on offense, and we get to see the young Bronco defense. And right from the start, number 4, Zane Wold, he's been on the injured list, so today's his first start for the Broncos. At quarterback for the Patriots, number 9, Enrique Chavez. He starts in the shotgun set. First play is a handoff up the middle. Patriots with a little running room. Angelo Serino, 6-foot junior for Heritage High School. Picks up about 5 yards. It's going to bring up second down and 5 for the Patriots. The Patriots have had a rough going their first 4 weeks of the season, 0-4, but they did play very well last week versus Paloma Valley and hung with them. Ended up losing by 1 touchdown. The handoff is to the running back of the Patriots. It looks like they went with a new quarterback that particular time. Number 16 came in, Ernesto Haro, 6'2" senior. It looks like they're going to do quarterback by committee, the Patriots are. One quarterback runs off the field, another quarterback comes in. Now, we've seen this before. It's nothing new in high school football. So it looks like Ernesto Haro is back in the quarterback position, and then they moved Enrique Chavez to the running back position. And they hand the ball right off to Enrique. I'm sorry, that is actually number 6, Angelo Serena. Third down play, he did not get the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down and 1. We're going to see what the Patriots are going to do for their first series here. It's been run, run, run. It looks like they are putting Haro back in at quarterback. It looks like they're going to go for it. And they're at the 22-yard line. Very risky gamble. Could also explain why they're 0-4.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, they've put up some decent offensive numbers, but as we were talking about before, the starting snap, defense has given up a lot too, so might be more of a show of confidence in the offense, and some concerns about if the defense can actually hold Vista Murrieta at all.
It was a quarterback keeper, and they did not get the first down. The Broncos are going to take over right at the 22-yard line. Talk about great field position for the Broncos in their first series. So we get to see the Broncos 3-0. Has over the past few years, we've seen nothing but running teams here, Daniel. This is the first year we've seen a passing Bronco team.
Yeah, and a pass team with a young quarterback, KJ Smith, who off to a lot of early success, and it looks like he's getting the ball in the air here to start.
First play of pass.
And we got some good movement. Stopped about the 9-yard line.
That's Marquise Woodson, 5'6" senior for the Broncos with the catch, and it's good enough for a first down. It's going to be first and goal. The ball is placed at the 9-yard line for the Broncos. This is usually when KJ Smith just throws it up in the air to either Grant Wayne or Brody Gwynn. We'll see what he's going to do here. He actually does hand the ball off. No going for Marquise Woodson on that particular play. He actually lost 3 yards. So it's going to be second down and goal for the Broncos. Ball at the 13-yard line. KJ takes it, he rolls off to his right. He does make the pass, it is completed. It is a touchdown. Vista Murrieta Broncos, number 14, A.J. Jones, 6'1", sophomore. First points on the board for the Broncos. Broncos with the extra point attempt. And we got some early points here at Broncos Stadium. The kick is up, the kick is away, and the kick is good. 8:43 here in the first quarter. The Vista Murrieta Broncos 7. Heritage Patriots 0. Now, both you and I, Daniel, we expect there to be a lot of points put up tonight. Probably from both schools, but definitely the Vista Murrieta Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Vista can score the football, even though younger team this year, not quite as much experience. You know, the KJ Smith to Brody Gwynn, Grant Wayne connection has been really good all year. And with the type of numbers that the Heritage defense has allowed, you got to think that, you know, the Broncos are putting up some points, and if the defense is able to hold them like they did that first time, could be a long night for the Patriots, but we'll see him give it another crack right here.
Kick is up and away, and it's fielded by Heritage. They take the ball all the way to the 25-yard line. We're going to see the Broncos defense for their second series of the night. We'll see who the Patriots put out at quarterback. They started with Enrique Chavez, who's actually leading the team. He's a 6-foot senior, but they quickly went to number 16, Ernesto Haro, 6'2" senior. I don't know if anything happened to Chavez on that first play, but we'll find out here very shortly. Haro is back out there in quarterback. He does hand the ball off. Number 6, Angelo Sereno. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to bring up second down. Give him a half a yard. Second down and 9 for the Patriots. Hara in a shotgun set. Stepping back to pass the ball. He looks right, throws right, intercepted. Oh! It was right in the young Broncos' hand. Avery Adams.
That was 2 hands on the ball, straight in the chest, and I think it might have just been a case of the excitement getting to him, and had he picked that one off, we would have seen the Broncos with some great field position. But regardless, the Patriots here going into third down.
Third down and 9 for the Patriots. $7:56 here in the first quarter to go. There was a penalty on the field. It is against the Broncos.
Pass interference on the defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
You heard it right there, pass interference against the Broncos, the 15-yard version. It's going to bring up first down and 10 for the Patriots. Ball all the way to the 40-yard line. Haro in the shotgun set. Handoff, roll to his right. He throws, incomplete pass. He was definitely under a lot of pressure by the Broncos. That was number 44 of the Broncos, Ryan Vergara. He has 13 tackles for the season. He's in the middle linebacker position for the Broncos, one of the leaders on this defensive side. It's going to bring up second down and 10 for the Patriots. Ball at the 40-yard line. Haro in the shotgun set. He does hand the ball off this time. Really nothing there. A herd of Broncos just waiting for him. Angelo Serino.
Yeah, I mean, besides the penalty, Broncos defense doing a pretty good job thus far. We've seen in some earlier games, Coach Peterson really getting his guys when they're making mistakes, knowing what's coming ahead with the upper Big West League, some high-quality opponents. I mean, a great team next week in Rancho Cucamonga, and so you got to think that against competition like this, making sure you're staying focused, you're executing, no silly mistakes, and should be able to take care of business. Ball gets aired out that time, but
Passes.
Not a heritage receiver really close.
Not even close. Haro has passed the ball 3 different times, and it's been nowhere near his receivers. It's going to bring up fourth down. The Coach Smith, this time, he decides to send his punter out. Back to receive for the Broncos, Ethan Echen. And the fumble is fumbled, and he is sacked. The Broncos are going to take over the ball with incredible field position, 2 series in a row. Ball is going to be placed at the 30-yard line. And just like that, 7:02, Broncos are going to take over for their second series and have just incredible position, field position.
Yeah, it looks like that is going to be sitting right on the 30. And for the offense, makes their job a whole lot easier, because with KJ Smith's arm and some of the receivers he's got, this is well within a scoring range.
KJ with the comeback route to number 14 of the Broncos. A.J. Jones has gotten into the action a couple times. It's going to bring up a second down at about 6. KJ back in the shotgun set. He's got receivers both to his left and his right. He looks right, then turns left. Doesn't see nothing there. He finally does throw it left. Complete to Brody Gwynn, who ran the out route. It's going to be good enough for a first down. The Broncos are back in the red zone. Looks like the ball is going to be at the 11. And it's a run play right up the middle. It is close to a touchdown. That is a touchdown. They haven't called it yet on the field, but he did get pushed forward. We're going to see where the officials are marking it. They are going to put him at the 1-yard line. So it's going to be second down and goal. Actually, it's going to be first down and goal. That was good enough for a first down. They had the ball at the 11. First and goal for the young Broncos. 2 plays, and they're already at the goal line. KJ Smith still in the shotgun set. Receivers to his right and left. He does hand the ball off. Touchdown, Vista Murrieta Broncos. Number 9. Number 8, I apologize, Marquise Woodson with his first touchdown of the day. Extra point attempt, Elliott Rhodes for the Broncos. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Vista Murrieta, 14. Heritage Patriots, 0. 5:38 here to go in the first quarter. And we're going to see a lot of points here tonight. We're going to see a lot of younger kids be able to play in this second half.
Yeah, and especially if the Patriots keep giving up the field position that they are. It's not as if the Broncos having to march down the field right now. When you get on the 30 and you have the offensive weapons that they do, probably going to be putting a lot of points on the board.
Elliott Rhodes, the kick for the Broncos. Last time he kicked it a little bit short. It was fielded. They got to the 25. We're going to see what he does this time. He does kick it just short of the goal line. He does decide to take it out, and he gets to about the 19-yard line. So let's see the third series here for the Patriots. First series, they went for it on 4th down. Did not get it. Second series, they punted the ball away, but he was sacked. The punter was sacked. So another great field position for the Broncos.
And the reason Patriots moved the ball downfield last time was a Broncos penalty. So
yeah,
they had to actually achieve their own first down.
Harrell back in the quarterback. Makes me wonder, did the first quarterback get injured? Enrique Chavez. Nonetheless, it's handoff to Angelo Serino. He got about 1 yard on the sweep to the left. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Second down and 9. Harrell rolling out to his right, and he is sacked immediately. Sacked by the Broncos, number 91, Caleb Poyer.
And again, we know that Poyers do some damage on the defensive end, and just quick to him, wraps him up, and he was straight to the floor.
He lost 8 yards on that sack on the rollout. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 18 for the Patriots. They are in danger zone right now. Harrell back in the shotgun set. Might want to drop back and pass. And he does just that. He drops back, passes. He throws it to nobody. No man land. And he is down. Poyer took a hit at the end of that pass. He laid down on the field for a second. He did get up. Just shows he's a tough kid. It's going to bring up 4th down and 19 for the Patriots. The punter is standing in the Broncos end zone. Very dangerous spot to be in. Ethan Echin back for the Broncos. And just like that, it is blocked. Touchdown, Vista Murrieta Broncos.
So, I mean,
Special team points.
Yeah, best field position of the night. And it is 20-0 with 3:53 left in the first quarter. Might have to start.
Steven Acosta was the one who blocked the punt, and he ended up, he blocked it initially. It got tapped. Then one of the other Broncos pushed it back to Steven Acosta for the touchdown.
Yeah, Steven Acosta, and as he's reminded me multiple times, would like us to refer to him as Dr. Death.
Well, he got some points on the board tonight.
Yeah. we might have to start dipping into some record books and seeing what is the most points scored in a quarter. Because at this rate, the Broncos probably are still putting some more up with 3:53 left on the clock.
21-0 here at Broncos Stadium. We're just in the first quarter. That extra point was no good. It's actually 20-0 Broncos. A rare miss by Elliott Rhodes of the Broncos on the extra point attempt. Elliott back to kick the ball. He squig kicks it this time. It is touched and dropped by the Patriots. And he is taken down immediately because of that. He maybe got 3 yards on the return. The official is coming over. Okay, I thought he was going to talk to one of the coaches, but it looks like he's talking to the other official. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Patriots. The ball is at the 10-yard line. 20-0, 3:45 to go here in the first quarter. At Broncos Stadium, a rare, extremely rare Thursday night football game here at Broncos Stadium. I think of all the years I've called the games, I think I've only done one. So this might be my second one. Ball is handed off. There we go. We got some movement from the Patriots. Handoff to number 6, Angelo Serino. He picked up 7 yards on that run. It's going to bring up second down and 3. Could they get their first down of the night? Haro back in at quarterback, shotgun set. He does hand the ball off to Serino. At this point in time, the Patriots have to play smash mouth football and just run the ball.
Yeah, I mean, the last 4 or 5 passes that have gone in the air probably haven't been within about 15, 20 feet of a receiver. I mean, at that point, you're just kind of giving away down. So, got to run it, try to take some hits, and push it forward.
Third down and 1. They did have a 4th down and 1, but they did not convert it. Seeing what they're doing here, they are taking an awfully long time in this huddle for 3rd down and 1. Okay, they called a timeout. Very odd by Coach Andrew Smith of the Heritage Patriots, located just up the block in Menifee. They don the red, white, and dark blue uniforms, while the Broncos, the traditional blue and gold. .2:14 to go here in the first quarter. 20-0. Broncos up on the Patriots. Coach Smith of the Patriots called the timeout. They need 1 yard to get their first down of the game. Haro is in at quarterback. He's in a shotgun set with the running back. You would assume that he's going to run this ball, but he has receivers on both his right and left. He does hand the ball off, and it is going to be very close to a first down, very close. He maybe got 1 yard out of it. They got their first down of the game. They gave him the first down. It's going to be first down and 10 Ball at the 21 for the Patriots. First down and 10 for the Patriots. Hara on a shotgun set. He does hand the ball off. No, he fakes hands it off and he throws it, and it is almost intercepted. I was so used to them handing the ball off, I got confused and tricked up here at the stadium. He did a great job in disguising the handoff, but 22 for the Broncos was not fooled whatsoever. Karan Jabari Jr., 5'11 sophomore, he read it perfectly and almost had the pick, and that would have been a pick six.
Yeah, two hands on it. And again, although we haven't quite had the interception yet, there's been more Bronco hands on Heritage passes than there have been from Heritage receivers.
Second down and 10. Hard steps back, passes the ball. He does complete a pass right up the middle. It's good enough for about 4 yards. That is his first complete pass of the game. 51 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Third down and 5 for the Patriots. Hara in the shotgun set. He's got trips to his left, split receiver to his right. He's back to pass again, and it is almost intercepted. Number 2 of the Broncos was right there, Avery Adams, 5'11 senior.
Yeah, Broncos defense done a really good job of pressure the quarterback and covering receivers, and a lot of hands on balls.
So that is the best series we've seen for the Patriots, but they are going to punt it away. Ethan Eachin is back for the Broncos to receive the punt. Last one, he was sacked. He does get this one away. Ethan does field it, and he fumbles the ball. The Patriots are going to take over the ball at the 47-yard line. Ethan coughed up the ball.
And you can see the Coach Peterson unhappy there. And like we talked about, in games like this, it is very easy to get comfortable and make mistakes. And when you look at the remainder of the Broncos schedule, you can't get in any habitual poor choices, losing any focus. Rancho Cucamonga at Rancho Cucamonga, doesn't get any easier. Away at Norco again, Chaparral, Centennial, Roosevelt, Murder Valley. I mean, that's a hell of a schedule to run into. You know, you got to be focused on whatever the end score of this game is going to be. If you're in here getting reps in, you got to be focused, and I'm sure that's the message that Coach Peterson is sharing with them right now. And you know, he needs them to understand what they're preparing for. And you know, in many ways, this game is probably more about preparing for the rest of the season at its heritage. That doesn't mean that you get to overlook the team you're currently playing.
Yeah, the schedule, the next 6 games for the Broncos are very tough. Winnable games, but extremely tough. They cannot afford to make mistakes against a team like Heritage, like they just made right now.
You know, you come down the line, and those teams, they're not going to be missing their receivers by 15 yards. Those ones are going through. You know, they're going to have offensive lines that don't get you to get that close to the quarterback. Not making some of those simple errors with fumbles. But Heritage now running the ball a little bit.
Number 6, Angelo Sereno, with a nice run there. It's going to bring up second down and about 1 yard to go. That was a 9-yard run by Sereno. Heritage with a little action. It's taken up until the end of the first quarter into the second quarter for them to warm up here. And it is a counter play, but he's knocked back. That run play, he lost a yard. Looks like it's going to bring up third down and 3 for the Patriots. 11:05 to go here in the first half. Haro in the shotgun set. It's going to be a false start on Heritage. It's going to knock them back a little bit further.
False start. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
So it's third down and 8 to go for Heritage. They are, for the first time, on their side of the field due to a blunder by the Broncos on special teams. They scored on the last special teams. This time they fumbled the ball. Haro in the shotgun set, 10:49 to go here, the second quarter. Broncos showing blitzing. It's going to be another false start against Heritage.
False start. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
So now it's going to be third down and 13 to go. Just when I talked about Heritage being on the other side of the positive field, it just went right back to the other side.
But yeah, just did. Usually we see the offense trying to draw the defense into a false start, but it appeared the defense kind of faking that blitz, eventually just got Heritage so antsy that a couple of guys make that jump. Said, 2 false starts in a row, a lot of that good forward motion now pushed back. So we'll see if they can make something out of this here on third down out of the timeout.
So as one of the ROTC teachers, it's first time I've seen them shoot a cannon. They're shooting cannon T-shirts into the crowd. It reminded me of I happened to go to the Monday Night Football game in the NFL in Seattle this past week, and for the first time in my life, they were shooting out of a cannon hot dogs.
Oh wow!
And it was one of them rapid cannons where it just
wow, machine gun fire.
Like 12 hot dogs just all in one section.
Yeah, maybe that's
Bratwurst.
It's an idea for the Booster Club.
It's the first time I've ever seen that. Third down and 13, and Haro throws it up top to nobody.
Yeah, 17 was running the route and then seemed to stop and come back some, and again, Sales about 12 yards away from the targeted receiver.
And the punt team is back out, and look, the Broncos made a change on the punt returner. They put in Marquise Woodson now, as opposed to Ethan Echen, who we've seen the first 3 games of the season, but that fumble was enough for Coach Peterson to make the change.
Well, yeah, again, I'm sure that he's trying to send a message and make sure that guys are going to be ready. And
punt is away, and Marcus does field it. Barely.
Just gets underneath it and wrapped up pretty much straight away. Yeah, I'm sure for Coach Peterson, the message is if mentally you're not locked in, you can't execute, then you're going to come out of the game. And I'm sure we'll see him back in. We'll see if he goes back in as the punt returner. Then got to prepare for.
He is back in as a receiver.
For what's coming, and what's next.
KJ Smith in the shotgun set. He's got receivers all over the place. Fake handoff. Oh, it is a handoff to number 8, Marquise, who just fielded the ball, Woodson. He got some arms around him, but he was able to get out of them and turned a negative into a positive and picked up 2 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Broncos. 10:06 here to go in the second quarter. KJ Smith, tons of receivers on the field. It is a pass. He's looking up top. He's going deep. He has a man wide open. It's reached out, and it is caught. It is a catch by number 14, A.J. Jones, who is having an incredible game for the Broncos this first half. KJ with an incredible pass that had to be about 60 yards, 50, 60 yards in the air. And the reach out by A.J. Jones, it's a hurry-up offense. KJ in the shotgun set, all ready for the next play. It is a fake hand, it is actually a handoff to number 21, just burying over a couple of Heritage Patriots players. That's Jake Hoog, 6-foot junior. He's able to pick up a first down on that play.
Yeah, cover a lot of space and just rolls through the first Patriot defender to touch him and tack on an extra 5 yards.
1st and 10, ball at the 14-yard line for the Broncos. It is handed off again to Hogue. He didn't get much on that one though. Patriot they were waiting for him. It's going to bring up 2nd down. He got back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 10, ball at the 14-yard line. They are in the red zone. Once again, it is a fake handoff pass, screen pass to Eachin, who's able to pick up maybe about 5 or 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, nearly had the ability to keep going, but it looks like his knee just got down and the ref called as he was still trying to push forward.
3rd down and 5 to go for the Broncos. Ball is at the 9-yard line now. KJ Smith in the shotgun set, receiving the call from the coach on the sidelines. Receivers everywhere, and he is looking to pass. He looks right, throws a bomb into the air. It is complete, but he is out of bounds. Incomplete. Pass was caught, but he couldn't bring his feet down. That would have been A.J. Jones again. KJ is going to A.J. It's going to bring up 4th down. Coach Peterson decides to send in Elliott Rhodes to attempt the field goal. Got to get the kicker some reps. The field goal attempt is up, and it is good. Another 3 points for the Vista Murrieta Broncos. It's going to be 23-0, 7:54 left to go here in the second quarter. That was very quick. The Broncos put those points on the board.
Yeah, and a great pass by KJ Smith to get them in that position. And we've talked about how Broncos airing out the ball a lot more this year, and largely due to KJ Smith's arm and vision. It's about 6'5", 6'6", is able to see well over the line and getting a lot of different guys involved. So A.J. Jones make that big catch. Ethan Etchen comes back, makes the second one to push it forward, and able to knock the field goal in.
KJ Smith is only a sophomore. Normally, Broncos you see starting at quarterback have been juniors and seniors. This is one of the youngest starting quarterback the Broncos have seen for years, and he's a passer.
Yeah, good vision. And again, as a sophomore, performing really well.
Great field coverage by the Broncos on that kickoff. Number 36 of the Broncos with the tackle there. Mason Dale Cazzo, 5'10" senior. Patriots were able to get the ball to about the 17-yard line. First down and 10 for Heritage Patriots. Haro still in at quarterback. Shotgun set. He does hand the ball off. It's a smash mouth football right up the middle. This time it's up to number 10, Parker Christow. 6'3" junior with the carry that particular time. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 to go for the Patriots. Fake handoff, roll to his right. Haro, look, oh my.
Big hit.
He took a big one. It appeared he was about to pass it, but last minute he just decided to tuck it under and just take his licks, and he took a lick. But he got up. He is one tough kid.
Yeah, that was a big hit, kept his feet.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 yards to go for the Patriots. 6:05 here to go in the 2nd quarter. It's going to be a penalty on the Patriots. I think this false start.
False start on the offense. It's 5-yard penalty. Repeat down.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10 now. Six minutes to go, 23-0 here at Broncos Stadium. 3rd and 10 for the Patriots. Ball at the 19-yard line. Not a favorable place to be. Haro in and shotgun set. We have to assume he's going to make an attempt pass. Maybe not. He does step back to pass. And he is rushed and he is hit hard. I mean, he is barely getting up. He needed help. But he got up.
Yep, still getting up. Big hits. Couple of flags on the play.
That's Caleb Poyer with the quarterback's pressure and hit. He did get the ball away, so it's not a sack. But there are flags on the field. Officials are huddling up, talking about it. I didn't see any penalties myself, so pass interference on the Broncos. It's going to be a 1st down for the Patriots. That's what we were talking about just a few moments ago. You know, the Broncos can't afford those type of penalties with this schedule coming up.
You know, again, you give Centennial extra opportunities and they're putting touchdowns on the board. So just because Heritage maybe hasn't had the ability thus far to score the ball doesn't mean that you can't be locked in on each snap and getting done what you need to.
1st and 10 for the Patriots. They got new life here because of the Broncos pass interference play call. That play, they ran the ball successfully for 2 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball at the 36-yard line. On the right hash mark. Haro still in. Shotgun set. And the blitz is coming. He's able to complete a pass up to the right-hand side. The man was wide open. Number 6, Angelo Serino, because of the blitz of the Broncos, they let a guy slip out. He was the running back. The completed pass, and he's able to get the ball all the way to the 45-yard line of the Broncos. It's a 25-yard play for the Patriots, and it is their longest play of the game. 4:04 here to go in the first half. Shotgun set for Harrell, and he threw an interception. Pass picked off by the Broncos. Number 38, Steven Acosta.
Dr. Death.
Dr. Death. He's got himself a punt block for a touchdown, and now he's got himself an interception tonight.
Just when we saw a second pass completion, gained some yards, it's given right back to the Broncos.
3:45 here to go in the first half. The Vista Murrieta Broncos 23. The Heritage Patriots 0. First and 10 for the Broncos, ball at the 40. KJ steps back to pass, and he throws a bomb over the middle of the field. Very lucky that did not get picked off. Number 7 was right there. He did get his hand on it for the Patriots. Jacob Jones, 5'9" senior. KJ has been targeting AJ all night. All night.
He's had him for the touchdown, the big completion the last drive before, and
6'1" sophomore.
even with the Heritage defense there covering well, we had a
pass
quick one to Brody Gwynn.
It's going to be good enough for a first down. Brody had a similar route, a comeback route, where he got a first down in the first quarter. He does the same thing here in the second quarter.
Think about the accuracy that KJ's throwing with. AJ Jones had there not being those 3 defenders around him. Again, that's looking at a good 40 yards, right on the money.
First and 10 for the Broncos. KJ rolling to his right. He throws to his right, complete to Grant Wayne, who's got yards and many, many more yards. He runs by every single Patriot, and he takes it to the house for a touchdown. Vista Murrieta Broncos, another touchdown here in the first half. A simple 8-yard drag route turned into a 45-yard touchdown. Extra point attempt for the Broncos, Elliott Rhodes. Extra point is up, and it is good. The Vista Murrieta Broncos 30, Heritage Patriots 0. 2:46 left to go here in the first half at Broncos Stadium. Those are the type of plays we need to see out of the Broncos. 8-yard drag. Grant Wayne, senior receiver, leads the team in receiving yards. 315, he averages 105 yards a game. He just took that drag and just blew past every single Patriots up the right-hand side of the field.
Yeah, he was tiptoeing the sideline there, and I don't know if the Patriot defenders thought that he was just going to be comfortable moving out, kind of slowed his pace for a moment and then takes off down, and he's an Air Force commit. Like I said, having a great year thus far.
The kick is away. Oh.
Able to cut back, but then big hit. Bounces right back up, though. And
he shouldn't have cut back. Deshaun Davis, 5'9" freshman. Welcome to high school. bring up first down and 10 for the Patriots. Harrell still in at quarterback. That man has taken a lot of hits today. He does hand the ball off this particular time. His favorite running back has been Angelo Serino. He got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up second down and 10.
Timeout, Broncos.
2:18 on the field. Broncos call a timeout. Coach Peterson did not like something on the defensive side. He decided to call a timeout. We know Coach Peterson has been a part of this program since day one. He was the defensive coordinator for all those years. Broncos went on the run, CIF title, another CIF, a couple more CIF games. They lost to Centennial one year here at Broncos Stadium for the CIF title. It was Coach Peterson that was the defensive coordinator for all those years. Then he took a year or two off, and then he comes back, and now he's the head coach.
Yeah, and in that time, I mean, it's a lot of success, a lot of league championships, some good playoff games, good playoff runs, and now trying to lead a younger Bronco league into what has been now the toughest league we've ever been a part of, moving out of the Southwestern League.
Now it's the Big West Upper.
Speaking to him around campus, I think he has a good understanding of what they're walking into, trying to make sure that these young Broncos know what they're up against, that it's not going to be the Murrieta Mesas, Temecula Valleys that you got to just take care of the league. There's no cupcakes in this league that we're going to.
What a great run by Serino of the Patriots. That's one of their longest runs of the day.
And Peterson kind of got his hands up and shaking his head, called the timeout to address the defense, and then to give up that run straight away is not what you want.
Ball is at the 39-yard line, first down and 10 for the Patriots. Pass is incomplete. Bronco got their hands on it. Number 9, Deshaun Lee Brooks, linebacker, 6-foot senior. He leads the team with 25 tackles so far this season in 3 games. He also has 2 sacks. Obviously, he can field the ball as well. Second down and 10 for the Patriots. Harrell does hand the ball off. There's a helmet on the field. The pass is complete, but it is covered immediately. Number 18, Corbin Frutos, coming from the linebacker position. There was an outran, but Corbin was right there. It's going to bring up third down. He's able to get about 3 yards on the play. For a hot second, I saw the helmet bouncing as soon as the ball was hiked. I thought it was the football for a second.
Yeah, that popped straight off, so been a little contact on the snap, but fortunately kind of ball went in the other direction, so not any danger of injury.
1:35 left to go here in the first half. Vista Murrieta Broncos 30, Heritage Patriots 0. We've seen some great things from the Broncos, but we definitely should expect that this particular game. A lot of blitzing on the defensive side. They are really going after Poyer, the quarterback of Heritage. But Heritage is starting to make they're starting to move the ball a little bit.
Yeah, definitely seen some forward motion, some good runs, a couple of passing completions. So a little bit of forward trajectory, and
ball is handed off to Serino.
Another pretty good
Another
run
first down.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a yard or two ready for a first down.
A 9-yard run right up the middle of the Broncos defense. Peterson. Coach Peterson is very upset on the sideline right now. Very upset. He did not get the first down on that particular play. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Heritage is definitely going to go for it in this field position. They're in the middle of the field, ball at the 48-yard line. Coach Peterson calls his second timeout on the defense.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it wasn't a first down from our end here. It looked like he definitely cleared that line. Again, Peterson is trying to make a point of this defense, and again, he's coaching these guys up, getting them ready, and so big opportunity here for the Broncos to prove what they're working towards and try to stop them with 1 yard to go.
4th down and 1. And you can see just Coach Peterson coming back, just shaking his head. He is very upset with his young Broncos. See what they could do on 4th down. Last time they tried for it on 4th down and 1, they did not get it. Broncos were able to stop that. They are stacking the line of scrimmage. The ball is handed off, and it's going to be close. It looked like initially he got it, and I do believe the officials are going to give it to him. Yes, they are. But he was stood up right at the marker and pushed back. It's going to bring up 1st and 10, and Coach Peterson is still livid. Ball at we'll give it the 50-yard line. .39 seconds left to go here in the first half. Hoyer in the shotgun set. He does hand it off with the sweep. Number 12, breaking off a couple Broncos tackles. Deshaun Davis, that's that freshman. Getting some action.
And he's taking some hits, but he's still out there moving.
He got 6 yards on that sweep. It's gonna be a timeout by Heritage with 19 seconds left to go. Coach Andre Smith, though the
Timeout Heritage.
ball is at 45.
That's their last timeout of the half. Both teams have 0 timeouts.
Though the ball
remaining
is
in
at the
first half.
45-yard line and only 19 seconds left, this is a great timeout by Coach Smith of the Patriots because they're going to try to attempt to throw the ball deep.
Yeah,
and get something here in this first half.
Yeah, if they want to put any points on the board, obviously have to go and make some big plays now. Broncos will receive the ball start of the second half, so looking to avoid a 30-0 halftime break.
Just an update on the real Thursday night football game. The Chiefs do beat the Chargers. They come back and win that game. Pick 6 at the end of the game. Harrell back to pass. He throws the ball deep. Receiver in the vicinity.
Still 12 seconds remaining on the clock, so.
But it's definitely incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Officials talking to Coach Peterson.
Illegal procedure on the offense. 5 in the backfield. That penalty's declined. Here we go.
So that's going to bring up 4th down. If the penalty was declined, 12 seconds left to go. They only have a 3rd down marker, though. Ball is still at the 45-yard line. Maybe it is a 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 to go. Handoff, fake handoff, under pressure immediately by the Broncos. Incomplete pass. Now it's going to be 4th down. Broncos were not fooled by that fake handoff.
No, it was wrapped up pretty quickly, and 9 seconds left on the clock. So still one more chance to give it a crack and put some points on the board. Otherwise, we'll head into the halftime break.
Andrew Maris, 5'10" junior, with the pressure on Harrell, the quarterback for the Patriots. This will be the last play of the game, or the first half. for the Patriots. Coach Smith on the other sideline is upset now. He's pacing up and down, throwing his hands up and down. The officials are huddling up around midfield. They're speaking about something. Coach Smith is now walking out to the field. He throws his arms like, what is going on here? I mean, he is all the way at the hash mark. The head official does go over to and talks to him. He is very upset. He is running away from the official, throwing his arms back and forth. So the Broncos, I was correct. That was a 4th down. They just didn't change the markers. That's why the coach is upset, because he thought it was a 3rd down, but it was in fact a 4th down. The Broncos take over on downs now with 9 seconds left to go. The marker was never changed. So KJ Achilles Smith for the Broncos, shotgun set. He has 1 pass left in him. He steps back, he throws a quick out, maybe 2 passes. Only 4 seconds off the clock. He's gone to his favorite receiver all night long, A.J. Jones. It's good for 9 yards. 4 seconds left to go. KJ takes the ball. The officials throw a flag. It's going to be a false start on the Broncos this time. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Broncos. 4 seconds. You got to imagine he's just going to throw it up in the air to the end zone. He did complete a 50-yard play earlier today. The ball is at the 49-yard line. Here we go. He does hand the ball off, though. That's going to end the first half. Vista Murrieta Broncos 30. Heritage Patriots 0. Halftime here at Broncos Stadium on a Thursday night football game. What night is it, Daniel?
Thursday night.
We'll be right back after this.
High school spirit is more to us than just a rally or a dance. It's about individuals uniting and coming together for a common cause.
I love that as a part of our school spirit, we can come together and talk about issues that are hot topics, because we're communicating and building that spirit and community together and having good friction with each other.
It's about connecting people who do and don't know the campus or the culture to one another so that they can create a better community a more vibrant culture, one that we can help but continue to share with others.
We unite with one another by giving back to those that have seemingly less than we do.
Working on productions within the school, as a community, knowing that we need each other to succeed, it's just an absolute blast and it's infectious. Spirit is more than just the cheerleaders, the championship, and the hype. We got plenty of that. It's about sharing a culture and creating a community together.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
Film is more than just hitting record. It's emotion, it's story building, and most importantly, it's collaboration. Discover your own story while building teams along the way. Explore your strengths and rise to leadership positions through hands-on activities. TV video allows you to learn from your peers and in turn teach others. This is a class that not only encourages growth, but creates it through challenging dynamics. This is a program built by leaders, for leaders. Start your storytelling today.
Like films, broadcast, or all things Vista Murrieta? Well, we have you covered right here at VMHS BNN. Follow us to stay updated on all of the latest news, events, videos, and more happening near you today.
It's a nice day out today, huh?
Hear that? Trails are calling.
Nature. Peace.
Yeah,
High school spirit is more to us than just a rally or a dance. It's about individuals uniting and coming together for a common cause.
I love that as a part of our school spirit, we can come together and talk about issues that are hot topics, because we're communicating and building that spirit and community together and having good friction with each other.
It's about connecting people who do and don't know the campus or the culture to one another so that they can create a better community, a more vibrant culture, one that we can help but continue to share with others.
We unite with one another by giving back to those.
We're back here, second half at the Broncos Stadium. Vista Murrieta Broncos with a commanding lead, 30 points in that first half. Heritage Patriots, 0. The Broncos are going to receive the ball first here in the second half. I would assume the starters will probably play a series or two in this third quarter, and especially if they put up another touchdown or two. It'll be a running clock here at Broncos Stadium. Then we're going to start seeing some of the second strings and the third string players for the Vista Murrieta Broncos. It is a onside kick by the Patriots, but the Broncos were waiting for it. You can see them all moving up. They knew it was coming. Recovered by the Broncos, number 88, Eric Bell, 6-foot sophomore. Broncos are going to take over first series in this third quarter, second half. Akili K.J. Smith Jr., 6'5" sophomore, Bronco quarterback in the shotgun set. First down to 10. The ball is at the 48-yard line. First play is a pass. If the pass is away, it was definitely a miscommunication by the Bronco receivers and KJ. It was split between Brody Gwynn and Ethan Eachin. He threw the ball right in the middle of both of them, so neither one of them saw the ball coming. Busted route for sure. It's going to bring up second down and 10. KJ in the shotgun set. Triple receivers to his left. Steps back. He looks left. It is a screenplay to Grant Wayne. He did that earlier, and it looks like he's going to take it to the house again. Touchdown, Vista Murrieta Broncos. The second play of the second half. Grant Wayne just takes the screenplay and just turns on the jets. And there's not a Patriot anywhere near him as he takes it off to the right-hand sideline, which he did earlier in the first quarter for the Broncos.
Yeah, great show of athleticism there by Wayne. Able to cut across, and as soon as he found that space, you see the foot speed come out and takes it back down that same sideline. Touchdown, field goal up, field goal is good.
Extra point is up, the extra point is good. Vista Murrieta Broncos 37, Heritage Patriots 0. 11:07 left to go here in the third quarter. That's Grant Wayne's second touchdown today for the Vista Murrieta Broncos. You would think that's probably going to be it for KJ Smith. Maybe another series?
Yeah, potentially one more, and 37-0. See what the Patriots are able to do here. But you've got to imagine the Broncos are going to start cycling through at least into their second unit fairly soon here.
The kick is away, and the Broncos, herd of Broncos, were able to make that tackle immediately. They placed the ball at the 13-yard line. Patriots taking over their first series here in the third quarter. Harrell is back out the quarterback for the Patriots. That young man has taken a lot of hits today. He is definitely going to wake up tomorrow and be like, Coach, I can't go. He's got school tomorrow, though. It's Friday. Ooh, incomplete pass, and the receiver took a licking. Pass incomplete. With the pressure for the Broncos, number 23, Jonathan Craven Jr., 5'11" sophomore, safety position. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots. Harrell in the shotgun set. He looks left, he throws left, he throws it up deep too. He had a man in the vicinity, but it is incomplete. Number 1, Elijah Smith, 6'1" sophomore. Almost went up and got it, but it was very well defended by the Broncos. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. 9:25 here to go in the third quarter. Broncos have already put up some points here in the second half. You're going to have to assume we may see KJ Smith one more time at the most. Then the Broncos will probably start cycling in some of their second and third stringers. Bronco defender barely able to get off the field. Pressure up the middle by the Broncos. Harrell able to get the ball away, but I believe it was tapped and it just bounced around. They did call it incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10. 3 pass attempts, 3 incompletes. Punt team out for the Patriots. Back to receive for the Broncos. They did not put Ethan Echem back in. He did fumble that earlier. It is Marquise Woodson, 5'6" senior. The punt is away. He barely got it away. Marquise is he's just getting away from the ball. He's like, nope, not me. Ball got a friendly roll from the Patriots. Did not help the Broncos. It bounced around the 50, but it took a roll all the way to the 36-yard line. We're going to see the Broncos' second series. And just like that, we do have a new quarterback in for the Broncos. Number 16, Hudson Castillo, 6' senior. Hudson takes the ball, hands the ball off on the first play. Great running play right up the left-hand sideline. It's going to be a touchdown. The Vista Murrieta Broncos, the first play. Number 26, Alexander Vega, 5'9" junior, just takes the handoff to the left-hand side and just outruns every single Patriot for the touchdown.
Yeah, he was moving. Patriot defender got a hand on him, but not enough of a body to stop him. And like I said, just outruns the entire defense in the end zone.
66-yard touchdown by Vega. Extra point is up. Attempt. And it is good. Here at Broncos Stadium, the Vista Murrieta Broncos 44, the Heritage Patriots 0. I believe this is a running clock from here on out. The clock is running, 6:50 to go here in the third quarter. You have to assume this clock is going to run the rest of this game. There is absolutely zero chance for the Patriots to get back into this game and threaten the Broncos at this point in time.
Well, especially if first set of offense, you bring the second unit in, they get to run at 60-plus yards for a touchdown. We still could be in for some more scoring with a running clock.
Kick is away. It is kicked into the end zone. Touchback. 5:58 clock running, 44. Vista Murrieta Broncos, the Heritage Patriots, 0. First down and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line. You know, I'm still very much impressed by our digital marker on the opposite side of the field. I went to an NFL game on Monday Night Football, and they had the manual numbers. And we have digital in high school here at Vista.
Yeah, we know being at Vista, there's a lot this school does. And look at the production that we're a part of right now. I mean, this is a high level for a school, and might be a little bit biased working here, but it's truly incredible some of the things that we have access to or are able to put on for our students.
5 minutes to go here in the third quarter, running clocks. That first play was a loss of 2 yards, second down and 12. There is a new quarterback in for the Patriots as well. Number 4 hands the ball off. Number 4 is Trey Gamble. He is a 5'11" freshman for the Patriots. That run is good for about 1 yard. It's going to bring up third down and 11 to go. And you could just see players just shuffling in and out. We are definitely in the second and third string on both sides of the field today at this point in time. Trey Gamble, freshman, great experience by him. He's a left-hander, and he completes his first pass. It's good enough for a first down. It's an outplay. That's got to build the confidence from that young freshman.
Yeah, that was a good look. Hits him on the move. Heritage able to move chains forward.
Ball at the 33-yard line. Trey Gamble in, shotgun set for the Patriots. His first pass was completed for a first down. He does hand the ball off this time. Looks like we're second string versus second string here at Broncos Stadium. The run is good enough for 6 yards. Second down and 4 to go for the Patriots. They're moving the ball at the 40-yard line. Quarterback looked left, faked it, pulled it back, and decided to take off. He was able to pick up a couple yards, but I do believe he is short of the first down marker. That is the case. So it's going to bring up third down and 1 to go, maybe 2. Trey Gamble still in at quarterback for the Patriots. He is a 5'11" freshman, and that is the only way to stop the clock is calling timeouts.
Timeout Heritage. First of the half, 2:27.
You heard the official there, 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Vista Murrieta Broncos 44, the Heritage Patriots 0. It is a running clock with the exception of timeouts on both sides. So let's look ahead for the Vista Murrieta Broncos. 2 road games, 2 tough road games. They head up to Rancho Cucamonga next Friday night, and then they follow it up with another trip to Norco.
Yeah, and Norco have had some tough matchups with in the past. Norco got him here at home last year, and so an opponent I've seen a few times, and obviously now in the same league, going to see every single year. But Rancho Cucamonga as well, looking really good. So Broncos, good start, young team, getting some experience, picks up some wins. First part of the Great Oak game here, maybe a little bit of a scare, but since then have been responding. I mean, we've seen Coach Peterson coach them hard, coach with an intensity that's trying to prepare them for these upcoming games. Obviously tonight, some good showings, not necessarily the same type of competition they're going to be walking into. Although not too many mistakes, enough that I'm sure they're going to be addressed, and just some simple mental errors. And again, you got to make sure that going into this next stretch, back end of the season, you're going to have to be focused, because to get some wins out of these next 6, you're going to have to play some pretty good football games to take care of some of these teams we got coming up.
So the Broncos are 4-0 right now, Daniel. They have 6 games to go. Where do you think they can get to?
It's hard to say exactly. It's probably a bit of swing room depending on how we see play out. When a young team, I've seen some great things out of KJ Smith that brings a lot of promise. Grant Wayne as a receiver has been great. We've seen some great catches and athleticism from Brody Gwynn. We've seen some nice stuff out of A.J. Jones tonight. So, definitely some pieces. Defense. We've seen a lot of Caleb Poyer getting in and pressuring. So, definitely have some guys. Maybe the next time we're at home at Chaparral, it'll be a little bit easy to see how we're faring against some of this stronger competition, because Great Oak, Murrieta Mesa, Tesoro, and Heritage, when you compare those 4 games to what is going to be Cucamonga, Norco, Shap, Centennial, Roosevelt, Murrieta Valley, that's just a very significant gap in schedule and in talent that you're coming into. So big challenge on the road next week, and probably a little bit easy to say after we watch that Cucamonga game how we might be able to project out for the future.
And that is the end of the third quarter here at Broncos Stadium. I guess this is another way to stop the clock, the end of a quarter or a game. The Vista Murrieta Broncos 44, the Heritage Patriots 0. Now, speaking of the Heritage Patriots, they're 0-4. And, San Jacinto put up 62 points on them. Steel Canyon put up 41 points on them. Tribuca Hills put up 47 points on them. But last week versus Paloma Valley, it was a very close game. And Paloma Valley was only able to put up 28 points to Heritage 19. So they were in that game that whole game. So, we've seen some positive things from Heritage tonight. And obviously, they definitely have a bright future because they're playing a freshman right now at quarterback, and he actually looks pretty good as a freshman.
Yeah, he's had some completions, a couple of good reads. That punt is blocked and picked up, and
Grant Wayne is going to take it in for another touchdown.
So, big night for Wayne, wasting no time putting some more points up on the board.
That is the second punt block today for the Broncos for a touchdown. Clock running, 11:18 here at Broncos Stadium, and it is a shellacking. It is a beatdown. Elliott Rhodes in for the extra point attempt for the Broncos. The kick is up, the kick is away. It is good. The Vista Murrieta Broncos 51. The Heritage Patriots 0.
And that clock is still ticking. But again, Coach Peterson getting into his guys, talk with Coach Trujillo, making sure that they're ready, trying to get guys in and some more moving pieces. But like we talked about, regardless of score or opponent, we have to stay mentally locked in and focused. For some of these other guys, great experience, get some snaps and potentially prove themselves in the future moving forward. Football's a physical game. Unfortunately, injuries are a part of it, and so you never know who might need to step up at what point. And so still some valuable experience to be brought out of these last 10 minutes.
You know, Coach Peterson was very upset with his defense a little bit earlier, but he's still pitching a shutout.
Yeah, which, again, if this remains, is always impressive in itself. And while there have been a couple of isolated mental mistakes, to keep it together and hold them off the board is impressive.
$9:13 to go here at Broncos Stadium. BBC for the Broncos, full of energy tonight on the special night.
And they have, I believe, Southern student sections come out to check out the BBC tonight. So, no doubt a school that has been known for being the most spirited in the nation has a lot to prove. Again, USA night, share of OTC guys that are really getting into it here. And definitely a nice feeling going around campus as we kind of come out of this COVID cloud and have been able to start a year where there have been the masks or large gatherings as we did last year. And so students are excited, they're enjoying it. Although maybe as a whole, not the same type of crowd that we've experienced from our general fans. BBC section still full, still excited, and showing off some school spirit.
So the freshman quarterback for Heritage, Trey Gamble, a little miscommunication with his running back. He had to ultimately keep the ball, and he lost 2 yards. He does hand it off to his running back this time, number 27, and he is shellacked. Silverell Guerrera, 5'7" sophomore.
And we've seen some big hits tonight from the Bronco defense. Probably more oohs from the crowd than I've heard in a little while.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 to go for Heritage. 7:18 still left on the clock. Young freshman quarterback in and shotgun set. He's left-handed, he takes it, he throws it left to him. It's a completed pass. That is a pretty pass as well. It's going to be good enough for a 1st down, completed to number 10, Parker Christow, 6'3", junior tight end for the Patriots. This young quarterback may be good. We may be talking about him in 2 or 3 years. He looks really polished for a freshman.
Well, and you got to think about if you're Coach Smith from Heritage watching this play out, he might be getting some more snaps a lot earlier on as the season begins to progress.
He steps back, he throws, and almost another complete pass. It was the receiver who's the one that dropped it. He dropped it right into his hands.
Yeah, the receiver stopped at the right time, turned around, ball was already in the air, has 2 hands on it, and just kind of bounces off the chest. But I mean, compare some of these passes to what we saw in the first half. We were seeing passes that were airing out, not going within 10 yards, 15 yards of the closest receiver. we've seen, more completions in the last 6 minutes of play, or more potentials for catches than we had in the game thus far.
2nd down and 10 to go for the Patriots. Roll out to his right. He has to plant his foot because he's left-handed, but he does complete that pass. This freshman is really good. Another 1st down for the Patriots. Now, we are talking about the Broncos' 2nd team and 3rd team. But the Patriots also have their 2nd and 3rd team out there.
And I guess regardless of all of that, just at least from a point of accuracy, and even from an organization standpoint, it seems like the Patriots be a bit better. We see a scramble here now and
smart
a slide.
He was able to dance around in the backfield, and he ended up just tucking it under and taking off for a run where he saw an opening, and he's able to pick up about 3-4 yards from it, and he slides instead of trying to take the hit. Second down and 8 to go for the Patriots. Young freshman quarterback Trey Gamble in. He's been moving more than the offense has the whole game, and he's only been in for the last 2 series. He's able to scramble a little bit more, get out of bounds. He's pushed out of bounds by the Broncos, number 53, Chris Johnson, 5'9" sophomore, defensive end. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 to go for the Patriots. Clock still running, 3:38 here in the 4th quarter. An absolute massacre here at Broncos Stadium. Trey Campbell does step back. Ball was right in the receiver's hand. He dropped it.
Again, I mean, this last quarter, any pass that's been incomplete has hit both of the receivers' hands.
It's definitely not the lack of the quarterback. That's for sure. It's going to bring up 4th down. You got to assume they're going to go for it. They're in that area, that gray area I like to call of high school football, where they can't make the field goal, but if they punt it, you always know it's going to be a touchback. So you might as well take a shot. And
don't exactly have much to lose right now, do you?
This is true. This is very true. Trey Campbell, shotgun set. He looks right, gets out of it, steps out of it. He looks left, throws it. He had the wherewithal to get out of trouble and still get the pass away. Almost intercepted by the Broncos, but what a smart play by that young man. Broncos take over, turnover on downs. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, timeout on the field. It's the only way to stop the clock.
So last time the Broncos' second offensive unit came on, just a handoff and run out to the wings and put it through. So
I don't even believe the Broncos have held the ball longer than 2 minutes this whole second half, and they've scored 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, the punt block, Grant Wayne run it in with first play. First play was second pass into Grant Wayne, cuts across, scores,
and Vega with the run.
Yeah, it's some quick offense.
1st down and 10 for the Broncos. In at quarterback, number 16, Hudson Castillo. He does hand the ball off. Patriots were right there waiting for him. He may have lost a yard. Number 46 of the Broncos, Emilio Nava, 5'6" junior. Second down, they gave him a yard actually, so 2nd down and 9. 1:58 to go here into the end of the game. New quarterback in for the Broncos, Joshua Stahl, 6-foot junior. He does hand the ball off, and the Patriots are sitting there waiting for the running back again. 1:37, it's gonna be 3rd down and 9 to go. Joshua Stahl still in for the Broncos at quarterback. Handoff, and nowhere. 3 runs, 1 yard, and now there's a penalty on the field. That will stop the clock. Landon Buckle was the last runner for the Broncos, 5'8" sophomore. See what the penalty is. It is on the Broncos. Might be unsportsmanlike conduct, because the flag was thrown by the head official behind and after the play was over with. And this is 15 yards. It had to be unsportsmanlike conduct. .101, the clock just started. Last minute of the game. 3rd down and 2 miles to go for the Broncos. It appears Coach Peterson was quite upset by the penalty. He's not even letting his Broncos run a play. They may just take the penalty, play 4th down, and then the clock will run out. That's exactly what's going to happen. No, they are calling a play. They are calling one play. It looks like this will be the final play of the game. Stall in. He does hand the ball off. And once again, the Broncos don't get any yards. That'll do it for the Broncos and the Patriots here at Broncos Stadium. The Vista Murrieta Broncos 51. The Heritage Patriots 0. A complete shutdown here at Broncos Stadium, USA night on a Thursday night football. Daniel, like we always do, you got to pick a MVP on the offense and the defense.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, KJ, some great passes. Grant and Wayne, obviously, on the receiving end of those, and some really athletic plays to get it. Scores off the punt block as well, so offensively would have to give it to Grant Wayne.
Yeah.
Defensively, I mean, Caleb Poyer, I thought put a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks, had some sacks or made his presence felt. I mean, special teams as well. Stephen Acosta, punt block, gets the extra effort, tip, touchdown. Definitely worth a shout out as well. And so, again, for the Broncos, a couple little mistakes that I'm sure Coach Peterson didn't want to see, but anytime you win 55-0.
51-0.
51-0. Yeah, not a bad night. But like we've said, coming up with Rancho Cucamonga, some big games. Cucamonga 3-1, wins against Servite, Apple Valley, and Valencia. The one loss against Norco, 26-14. Play Jay Serra tomorrow, so going to be a great challenge for the Broncos.
Speaking of Rancho Cucamonga and Apple Valley, Murrieta Valley lost to Apple Valley, and Rancho Cucamonga beat them. So it's definitely going to be a tough test for the Broncos heading on the road up to Rancho Cucamonga next Friday night, which is the 23rd. We're not back here at Broncos Stadium until our young Broncos see Chaparral, which is going to be October 7th. So that'll be our next Bronco broadcast here for the Bronco News Network crew, led by Jason Sipes, Michael Ruiz, VMHStech.com. I'm Jason Wagers. That's Daniel Carlin. Thanks for hanging out with us. Beat down here at Bronco Stadium. Until next time, see ya.
Have a good night.